It's May 25th. Here are some interesting events that happened on this day in history. 1787, Constitutional Convention begins. The Constitutional Convention began today in Philadelphia, with delegates from 12 states meeting to address the shortcomings of the Articles of Confederation. This event marked a significant step in the creation of the United States Constitution. 1935, Babe Ruth's final home runs. Baseball legend Babe Ruth hit the last 3 home runs of his career today, bringing his total to 714. Ruth accomplished this feat during a game against the Boston Bees of Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. 1935, Jesse Owens record-breaking feats. At the Big Ten Championships held in Ann Arbor, Michigan today, African-American athlete Jesse Owens set or tied for world records within 45 minutes. He won the 100-yard dash in 9.4 seconds, the 200-yard dash in 19.8 seconds, the long jump with a distance of 26 feet, 6.5 inches, and the 4x100-yard relay with a time of 39.3 seconds. Owens' incredible performance showcased his exceptional talent and athleticism. 1961, JFK's moon mission proposal. President John F. Kennedy announced before a joint session of Congress today the ambitious goal of sending an American astronaut to the moon and returning them safely to Earth before the end of the decade. This challenge marked a significant moment in the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union and inspired millions with its boldness and vision. 1964, Supreme Court orders school reopening. In the landmark case Griffin v. County School Board of Prince Edward County, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled today that racial segregation in schools was unconstitutional and ordered the reopening of public schools in Prince Edward County, Virginia, which had been closed to resist desegregation. The decision was a victory for the civil rights movement and a step forward in the struggle for racial equality in the United States. 1967, Star Wars premiere. The original Star Wars film, later subtitled Episode IV: A New Hope, premiered in theaters today, marking the beginning of a groundbreaking science fiction franchise created by George Lucas. The movie's epic space battles, iconic characters, and visual effects revolutionized filmmaking and captivated audiences worldwide. 1979, American Airlines Flight 191 crash. A McDonnell Douglas DC-10 aircraft crashed today shortly after takeoff from Chicago's O'Hare Airport, killing all 271 people on board and 2 individuals on the ground. The crash was caused by a mechanical failure that led to the separation of the DC-10's tail assembly, resulting in a loss of control. This accident remains as one of the deadliest in aviation history. 1979, disappearance of Etten Patz. 6-year-old Etten Patz vanished today while walking to a school bus stop in New York City. His disappearance sparked a massive search effort and brought national attention to the issue of missing children. The case led to the establishment of National Missing Children's Day and prompted changes in law enforcement procedures for missing persons cases. 2008, Phoenix Mars lander touchdown. NASA's Phoenix Mars lander touched down successfully on the Martian surface today to study the planet's Arctic soil and search for signs of water. The mission's instruments analyzed the chemical and mineralogical makeup of the landing site and provided valuable insights into the history of water on Mars. 2020, death of George Floyd. Today in Minneapolis, Minnesota, African-American man George Floyd died during an arrest after a police officer knelt on his neck for over 9 minutes despite his pleas that he couldn't breathe. The incident was captured on video and sparked widespread protests and civil unrest in Minneapolis and cities across the United States and around the world. Floyd's death became a rallying cry for the Black Lives Matter movement and other groups fighting against police brutality and racial injustice. The officer involved, Derek Chauvin, was convicted of murder and sentenced to 22.5 years in prison. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more daily history videos.